Den dag hjem aldrig at ik det glemmer, foran mig søver jeg om dig drømmer, om natt og dag er like nær, men best jeg ser dig når mørkt det er, men best jeg ser dig når mørkt det er.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this stream of, I believe it's pronounced Draugen, which is a Norwegian folklore myth, a North myth, I guess, technically. It's a game created by Red Thread Games, just came out today. I'm very much looking forward to this. Red Thread game is one of my favorite small developers, the creators of Dreamfall chapters, and not technically, but still, the writer of The Longest Journey and Dreamfall The Longest Journey, some of my favorite games. And for once, we got a brand new IP, different game, so should be interesting to see how this works out. It's called A Fjord Noir Mystery. Well, basically, and I thought that was a cool genre, but yeah, let's see how it works. So yeah, let's press new game and jump into this. Hopefully the sound's alright. I tried to check it out, but we'll see. Very interesting. Yes. Day one. This looks nice.
Water's cold.
It's a fjord. You're not going swimming.
Boo. You're such a wet blanket, teddy bear.
You know I don't like it when you call me...
Edward Charles Hardin, Esquire.
Will you promise to behave on land?
Don't I always?
Listen. Promise.
Oh, piffle and phonus balonus, Teddy. You ought to know better than to ask. Yes, I'll behave. I'll be a proper young lady. I shan't run or climb things or laugh too loud or call anyone old bean. Aside from you. So, do you think we'll find your Betty in, what did you call this village? Gravewick?
Gravewick.
Gravewick?
Gravewick?
It's an odd language.
80 wonders yet what drew Elizabeth to this remote place so very far from New York. It is pretty far from New York.
Warrior and went native. Put horns on her hat.
Oh, I have to press it, huh?
Yes, I do.
Why here? What's so special about Greywood?
She never said, but knowing my sister, something drew her here.
But how can you know?
I just do. In her letter, she wrote about...
But that's months ago. She could have gone anywhere.
Without writing, or telegraphing her editor in New York, she wouldn't do that. Betty's...
Cat's pajamas, the bee's knees, Little Miss Perfect.
Alice, you're talking about my sister.
Fine. I'm sorry. Elizabeth Sidarb. We all love her dearly. And Teddy Bear. Edward. We will find her. Betty's fine. Why, we'll see her as soon as we get to shore. She'll shower you with kisses and berate you for coming all this way from Hanover, Massachusetts to the middle of positively nowhere Scandinavia way just to chase her down.
Scandinavia way?
Jangled fruit. Groove Woke?
She seems like an interesting
So
character.
peaceful and beautiful. And so desolate. Like a place built for ghosts.
Finally. I don't think I could do this for much longer.
Like a place built
Maybe
for
wrong with
ghosts?
that?
Really?
I'm getting frightfully bored.
How about you take over, Alice?
You slay me, Teddy, old bean. Was that thunder?
Still distant. The boat will be in safe harbor by the time the weather arrives.
So you say. But I say put your back into it, because we're sitting ducks out here. Quack, quack.
Kind of disagree. That didn't look like a place for ghosts. It kind of looks like a beautiful, relaxing place. With ghosts, obviously, but...
It's so quiet. Where is everyone?
Probably working. I know it's a foreign concept to you, but that's something normal people do.
Hardy har har.
The Fretland farm is up the hill somewhere.
Up where?
So, can I do
Where's the farm?
anything, or... Point.
I believe
There's the
it's
farm.
Farmhouse. All the way at the top.
Hot dog! Let's ankle!
Hold on.
Hot
Let me read
dog,
the
let's
letter from
ankle?
Fretland first,
I'll
and-
meet you up there, old sport. I want to explore. Last one's a skunk's tail. Ready?
No, no, no.
Wait.
You're gonna stay
The
here.
ground's muddy. It's easy to slip and fall. Walk slowly and watch out
Don't
for...
be a wet blanket. A little mud never hurt you one.
Fine. Just stay close.
As long as you keep up with me.
I won't. Holy!
Dear Mr. Harden, we would like to extend an invitation to visit our home. Troubled to hear of your sister's disappearance. No news to share. You'll find our farm on top of the hill. I got that right. Look forward to seeing you here in October. Yours faithfully, Anna Fretland. Well, I'm here. Where are you?
I cannot believe that letter says a lot more than that.
Did you make it to Grovik, Betty? And why did you pick this forlorn hole under the mountains?
So even if I wanted to read the letter, I can't. Why are you speaking German?
Are you coming? I'm almost there.
On my way.
Easy, easy girl.
Righto. Step to it, teddy bear. Where are you, Lissy?
I'm up at the farm.
Yeah, she's gonna be alright. I'm not worried. Fretland Mining Company. AS. Guess they didn't want to write in Norwegian. This is very, very dark. So, technically I am half Norwegian. Technically I've been a Norwegian citizen for, I think, I was for, how many years was that? 11 years or something? Even though I've never lived in Norway, but my mom is Norwegian. Obviously this is like way earlier than whatever I've seen. But yeah, it definitely reminds me of Norway. But I haven't really been to places like this necessarily. Ole Sonruta. Inrätt förord. Okay, so they changed where the ferry is going, so it's hard to see what it actually says with the rain on it. So there's something to what's it called? Not the English word is escaping me. remember people who lost their lives in some accident in 1902 in the mine, I guess. And some company that made tobacco or something, perhaps. How do I interact with this? Maybe it means I can't interact with it? Can I push it? No. It kind of looks like I should be able to interact with it.
Alice?
I'm waiting for you at the farm.
Alright. So she went up that way, or did she?
Where are you?
I'm by the farmhouse.
Yeah, this has been a long trip. I'm gonna rest right here because I've been walking so far.
Are you coming?
No, I'm tired.
Taking a break.
Hurry up. Storm's getting closer.
Storm? Okay. Guess we move on. Draugen. It's really hard to see the darkness. Which is probably pretty normal. Speaking of experience, I have been into the darkness before. Wow. What a beautiful place. See, I would definitely live here if it wasn't for apparently the ghosts. At least she claims it would be a place for ghosts,
Where
so...
are you, Lissy?
I'm waiting for you at the farm.
There's at least a few houses out here. It'd be so mesmerizing to live out here. Especially if you're like a creative person. So much and so many things to inspire you.
Teddy, this way.
Up there? But I haven't looked down here yet.
Lissy?
I'm up at the farm. Are you lost, old sport? Follow my voice.
I know where your voice is. I'm investigating. In the darkness. Is this supposed to be that dark? Is it just because it's a sign that I shouldn't be looking at all these places? Looks like a farm over there, but... Maybe I'm able to go in these places later on or something. Nice axe. Is that blocked off as well? Yeah. Does sound tired already. Oh, the Norwegian flag is hanging on half. That's not a good sign. Oh, the music is by Simon Paul. I believe he created the music for Dreamfall chapters at least, so. Really? I like the music. I need to rest. He's very tired, apparently.
Seriously?
You're not the one carrying a suitcase.
Not the suitcase. Okay, keep carrying the suitcase. Look at that beautiful flag. Looking at this house kind of reminds me of my like the area that my grandmother and grandfather used to live. It was kind of like down a hill, down to some water, and there was like one of the houses on the hill kind of looked like this actually. Yeah, at least to some degree.
So long.
I'm not 17.
Nor are you 70. Put some spring into your step, old
I might be
sport.
70.
Did you see the flag? It's at half-mast. Someone died.
So this is it, huh? Nice digs. But seriously, where is everyone?
Mountains fishing inside. Everybody's inside.
This is starting to creep me out.
I'm thinking everybody's inside.
Perhaps everyone's indoors. The rain's picking up.
You first, old bean.
Hello? Anyone there? Mr. Fretland? Mrs. Fretland? This is Edward Charles Harden, the American. We've exchanged letters.
Maybe they went on holiday and left the door open. Give it a shake and a rattle.
I can't just barge into their home.
It's
I
not a crime
could.
if you're invited.
I'm coming in. This is Mr. Harden.
She might be right about the ghosts.
Hello? Is anyone home?
This house is as empty as a bird's nest in December. Hey, you want to check out the upstairs?
Oh yeah. Why? No.
I'm a guest. Why would I start poking around every corner of the house?
I don't know.
It's a video game.
Maybe they're playing hide and go seek. Well, I didn't want to go upstairs anyway. It's creepy.
There must be a sitting room on this floor.
A sitting room? Is that what they used to call a living room?
Ah, this is nice. Charmingly rustic. The Boston Beaumont would pay a pretty penny for this setup. I thought...
It's really coming down.
How about a quick run in the rain?
You can't be serious.
You're already a wet blanket, teddy bear. It's not like you'll get any wetter. Look! Family pictures. They must be the... what did you call them?
What did I call them?
You can see the whole village from up here.
Do you want to go sightseeing?
Tomorrow. It's getting late, and the rain's not abating.
I think it wouldn't hurt to, like, make it the, like, have the gamma a bit higher, I think. That's a nice clock. What am I looking for? Oh, church.
There's the Stave Church.
Do you think that's where they've all gone? Maybe there's a very popular funeral.
The flag was at half-mast, but no sign of life out there.
Okay, let me leave that window again. Must
Where do
be.
you think they've gone?
The Fretlands.
The Fretlands? Fretlands, the Hansons, the Jensens, all of them.
I'm sure they'll be back soon.
It's like a dead land. As though its soul has departed.
That's a book, right?
What are you looking at there?
A book.
Strange place for a book. Unless it was a terrible book that deserved a good burning. What's the title?
The cover's charred. Christmas 1922. To Ruth. From Simon. Why
Oh.
did someone burn this?
He actually
Said,
reached Norwegian.
Maybe it
Oh.
was a terrible book. Is Simon one of the Freddy Landers?
I don't think so. They only have the one daughter.
Did you hear something?
No,
Must be the wind.
More
under the door.
books.
the books are all in English.
Isn't that a bit odd?
Mrs. Fretland is Scottish, though she grew up in Olesund.
Have you been secretly communicating with Johann's winsome wife, Edward, dearest?
Certainly not. She was the one who wrote me, because Mr. Fretland's
I
English
was
isn't as...
only joking. Lighten up, old sport. Don't be such a pill.
Don't be such a pill, indeed.
Our hosts,
No, silly, their names.
Johann and Anna Fretland.
Fantastic
Honestly,
beard.
Not what I'd pictured.
Or
They're
moustache.
very presentable. Not at all like turnip farmers.
They're not turnip farmers. That must be Johann Fretland, master of the house.
What makes you think he's the master of anything? It's 1923, Teddy, old boy. Women can vote.
Ooh.
I'm guessing their daughter is the master of this house. She's cute as a button. I can't wait to meet her. She's guaranteed to be more fun than you.
Yeah, she
Old
probably
Johan's
is.
a bit wooden, isn't he? Like someone put a stick
They're
up his
posing for a
up his
photograph.
rear end. I say, loosen up, Johann.
Easy,
Sure, you
girl.
two stiffs will get along famously.
Yes, indeed.
Johann went and found himself a delectable bride.
Alice, please.
She looks pretty
What can I
stone-faced.
say? She's a minx.
Anna Fretland is a respectable woman. Her letter was courteous and professional.
Didn't you say she was a city girl? It must have been awfully hard to adjust to life in the sticks. I can relate.
Hanover isn't the sticks.
Says you.
It's wonderful to have a picture like that. Oh, look at a wonderful picture. Oh. Yeah, there's no reason to look outside. We can just look at this wonderful picture. Outside isn't that pretty. Wedding.
Wait, is that? Are they? Who's? They're all twins. All of them.
That's
All
Johann
four of 'em?
and Anna Fretland.
I don't
There
believe
are two of each, Edward. Two of each.
Frederick and Margaret.
two of each.
Twins marrying twins.
My mind's reeling. This is just too adorable.
May 26th, 1899. We'll be celebrating their silver anniversary next year.
Let's have a look in the next room. The mine thing.
Oh, those boys look proud as peacocks. What does it say there? Groovy?
Yes, definitely says groovy.
Maybe that's where everyone is. Digging for precious jewels in the Stygian abyss.
From what I learned of this place during the brief stay in Olesund, the iron mine shut down 20 years ago.
Where is she? Oh. Hello.
Johann Fretland exits Fretland Brothers Mining Company.
So the brothers parted ways?
Johann sold his share to focus on farming.
That must have put a damper on their relationship.
Tragic accident befalls the Fretland Brothers Mining Company.
What happened?
The mine collapsed, killing 3 workers, including Arne Fretland, Frederick and Johann's younger brother.
That's awful. How old was he?
19. Operations were suspended after the accident. Foreign investors out of Frederick Fretland's mining company. Dire financial consequences for Fretland, who must have had a difficult time after his brother Johann Fretland pulled out earlier this year.
Johann was smart to exit when he did.
The timing is curious, like he knew something was about to go awry.
Yeah. Can we look at anything else in here? Probably not. Guess I'm not oh. What the
Oof, that's a grim sight, old bean.
That's a weird mirror.
I'm exhausted and soaked to the bone.
Why don't I see my reflection when I'm further
We'll
away?
wait for the Fretlands. It's only courteous.
Careful you don't fall through the looking glass, teddy bear. That's my domain.
Betty,
Have you gone screwy again, Betty?
Pretty sure
Not
that's
Betty. That's...
scarf. I
Oh.
bought it anywhere.
It doesn't look like anything to me. It
She
just
bought it
looks
in
like...
Bloomingdale's the Christmas before last. When she came home that year, she showed it off, dancing around the sitting room until I got dizzy watching her.
I think you're misremembering. She couldn't make it home that year. Again.
No, you're wrong. I'm sure she was there.
Whatever. It's not like you pay any attention to me when Betty's around. I might just as well be a ghost.
Are you a ghost as well? I don't like all these ghosts. Guess we can sew a coat.
Look, it is her scarf. It even smells like her perfume. Shalimar.
But what if that's not?
She's here. I'm finally going to find her.
That's great, Edward, really.
Putting the picture on the dummy doesn't make it a her.
I mean, where's everyone gone to? Something's not right, I'm telling you. Teddy?
Uh-oh.
Edward, what's wrong?
Lightheaded, that's all.
You're having another spell. You know what happens when you exert yourself.
Alright.
That's an order from your commander.
I just need to
You're my commander?
catch my breath.
Wow.
Just for a moment.
I want you to lie down. Lie down and close your eyes. It's been a strenuous day. What with the rowing and the dragging of the suitcase up the hill.
Well, what if the Fretland...
I'll keep an eye out. I promise. If they come home, I'll wake you. Now, lie down. Close your eyes. Breathe deeply.
And let the ghosts eat you. And everything turned dark. The end.
Elizabeth? Is that you? Betty? Lissy? Lissy, are you here?
Looks pretty foggy outside. And inside, for that matter.
Hello?
Oh!
Hey, who's there? Betty? Elizabeth? Wait!
Scary window people.
Lissy, there's someone outside. It might be Betty.
Where would Lissy have gone
You here,
to?
Lissy? Are you in here, Lissy?
Could Lizzie be a ghost? Do I need to go upstairs or go outside, I wonder? I think we go upstairs. No? Yes?
Lissy, are you upstairs?
I guess they don't want me to go upstairs, so I go outside instead.
Who's out there? Hello? Betty?
Yeah, this looks like fun. Can definitely see where I'm going. What is that? It's a puddle. Footstep, maybe.
I'm not alone.
Hey now. Okay, I guess I go down here by the gate. Which?
I can hear you.
Oh, I guess that's just a marking of a sound. Oh, I hate birds. Except
Who goes there? Wait!
what did he see? Yeah, that was probably nothing. Oh,
Someone there?
I have to climb over that? Really? Yeah, definitely just follow the weird circles. Nothing's... That's a goat. Why is there a goat here?
Betty, is that you?
Why wouldn't there be a goat? Betty, are you a goat?
There, Betty.
Damn it! Oh, am I getting dragged?
Shit.
I lost my glasses. Not my glasses. So, what happened? Did I just slip and fall, or? Kinda seemed like I got dragged, but I guess maybe I just fell. What do we have here? Some kind of cage? Fishing thing? Magic?
The boat, Edward! Where's our boat?
Lissy,
Why did you just come out of nowhere, Lizzie?
where did you go? Why did you leave me?
It stopped raining and you were sleeping, and our boat, it's gone.
The boat? What? How?
Maybe you didn't secure it properly.
I pulled it up. I don't know. I thought I tied it securely, but... Did you see Betty?
Did I see? What are you talking about?
I think... Betty... It was Betty. It was her. It must have been her. I saw her face in the window and...
Forget the falling. Let's hear more about the goat. It's the goat probably has something to do with
I
it.
haven't seen a single soul. Are you sure it was her and
Yes.
not?
I mean, I saw her face and it looked like her.
Well, if it was her, why did she run away?
I don't know. It's getting dark. Back to the house. And tomorrow.
Tomorrow's another day. We'll figure it out. Right now, let's get you cleaned up. Look at you. You've got mud all over yourself.
Maybe it's mud, maybe it's something else.
You must be exhausted. Come on.
Oh, I got it. The goat totally the goat that made me trip. And then the goat stole the boat. That's it. Day 2. In spooky Norway with ghosts. I'm sure there's a bed in the house. Why does he have to sleep on that small couch? Okay, let's find the goat. Is that all that was in that suitcase? Doesn't look that heavy. Then again, I don't know, like those salt and pepper shakers might be heavy. Let's see what she's up to now. Oh, she's out there. Still no people, huh? Maybe only goats live here.
I just about given up on you ever waking up. Sleep well?
I dreamed of Betty.
Where are you? Oh, you're up
She was in
there.
the garden.
You're magical.
She called for me.
How about you, Lissy dearest? Oh, you know me, old fruit, wide awake at first light.
The Fretlins didn't come.
Where are you going?
You're looking around. Continue your sentence.
All right. The Fretlins didn't come home, did they?
They did not. There's no sign of anyone. Aside from last night's Mistwalker.
I've been thinking about that.
What?
Why isn't there a goat option?
It was dark. Maybe I just saw a shadow.
Chasing shadow. That's very unlike you, old boy. Usually you scurry off in the opposite direction.
I didn't get a good look. I'm not even sure there was anyone there.
Oh, there must be someone here. And I'm not talking about ghosts. Or goats. What was it you said yesterday? Maybe they're peeking at us through the windows.
I'll take a gander. The Fretlins will be home soon. And Betty's here. I know it. I feel it.
If you say so, Teddy Bear. Have you had your noodle juice yet?
I'm not rummaging.
Noodle juice?
You'll be a pill without your tea and toast, old bean. We need to get you sorted.
I'm not hungry. First point on the agenda. Find the natives.
A mission! Hot dog! I'll scout ahead. I'll meet you down by those houses.
Let's uncover your secrets, Grovik.
Okay. So get the house, get the mannequin. More houses. A letter. Dear Mr. Harden, I hope this letter finds you well. My husband Johan and I received your letter from July 9th. We would like to extend an invitation to visit our home this October. Do not worry about being inconvenient. An inconvenience, as we only have one child, our daughter Ruth, and plenty of room for a visitor. We are troubled to hear of your sister Elizabeth's disappearance. Unfortunately, I have no news to share, nor do I believe she's landed in Gravik yet. I have made inquiries, and shall send you another letter if there's word. I'm certain she's alright, however, and that she's simply been delayed on her journey. In regards to your travels, I'm afraid there's no longer a ferry from Ålesund to Gravik, so you will need to find your own transport across the fjord. When you arrive, you will find our farm on top of the hill. There's a road from the landing and up past the general store. Our farmhouse won't be hard to see. It's the largest house in the village. Bragging. Please write again when you're settled on your travel plans or receive word of your sister. My husband and I very much look forward to seeing you here in October. Your faithful Anna Fredland. Anything else? Nope. So what are up here? Oh, I can jog now. Nice. Can I open? I can view through the crack in the wall or in the door. Can I jump off here? Nope. Can I take this wagon with me? No. Guess there's probably nothing up here. Still haven't gone upstairs. They could just be upstairs, locked in a room. And forget how to knock or make noise. It happens all the time. Is this the right way? Nah, we'll make it the right way. Guess the goat could be in here. Okay, so the X definitely means I can't go in there. Okay, fair enough. Okay. What, is he up in the tree? Father. That means traitor. See, there's benefits to knowing these languages when you play a game like this. So is our boat gone actually? Or was it all a dream? I think our boat is gone. Shut up, Lizzie. Guess I'm not allowed to look around. She is up in the damn tree. What are you doing?
Blind old bee. It's such a beautiful day. You could bottle and sell this air in Boston. It's frankly medicinal.
It's chilly.
That's all you have to say? It's chilly?
You're not cold.
Why would I be?
Thought you were scouting ahead.
What do you think I'm doing? Vantage point. Like on a pirate ship. I could probably see our house in Hanover from here.
Probably not.
Buildings.
Knocking on doors isn't a scout's job, old bean.
There must be someone around.
Only one way to find out, old sport. Did you check all the houses?
No, I was busy because you called me every 5 seconds.
Hello? Anyone here?
Why, hello, Mr. American. Please come in for a cup of tea and biscuits.
You're not helping.
They're not
Also,
British.
drink coffee here, not tea.
Savages.
Yep. Definitely nobody lives here.
No one home?
Hello?
Wait. The door is a traitor.
Who's there?
I will open you.
Hello? Anyone home?
That's a very small bed to sleep in. Okay, there's something here.
September 21st,
desperata. Lissy.
We are desperate.
Escalated from words to stones. Blood has been spilled. The curse haunts us all. There is no hope left in Goods for Lata. Good. God. Right. In this God-forsaken place. The death of the Jiminy. Death of the children was the end of Grovik. Whatever remained of our souls departed with them.
You should see this, Lissy.
If you're not
Letter
dead.
just trails off. Was never sent.
Maybe it was the goat who wrote it. Okay, she's out there doing her gymnastics again.
Did you see this door closing?
It was just the wind, Teddy Bear. You're as skittish as a pussycat. There's one more house. Third time's the charm.
Well, we kind of got something from that house, so. See, if there's somebody here,
Anyone home?
it's gonna be freaky.
Playing hide and go seek? I'd say that's a no. Three strikes, you're out.
Damn.
I don't think anyone's been home for a while.
I don't think anybody lives nearby.
Someone painted the word traitor on one of the doors.
Push her,
And
push
there was
her.
a letter. It sounded foreboding.
Well, you were wrong. Villagers are not indoors.
Boat.
I still don't understand what happened to the boat.
Why don't we investigate? Maybe it's even drifted back to shore by now.
Maybe boat rhymes with goat.
To know how it got unmoored.
Well, it's a bright and beautiful day, and we have nothing better to do.
What on earth are you doing?
Handstands, Teddy. My record is 2 minutes. I'm working on 3. Just go on ahead. I'll catch up.
Okay. Thank God I don't have to wait for you to do a headstand for 3 minutes. There's definitely some other houses over there as well. Maybe I can get in here.
How about we don't go back to Hanover and stay here instead?
And how would I survive?
Hunt, harvest, forage. People have survived here for centuries. Why can't we?
Technically, we've only seen a bird and a ghost.
I'd start with goats. Goats can be eaten and milked. Probably not in that order.
True.
Fretland and Son.
How do you figure?
It's on the sign above the entrance. And on this photograph. Frederick and Simon Fretland. Applesauce.
Why lock any doors?
Applesauce?
I can't imagine they have a problem with punks and hoodlums.
The sign says they're closed. The telegraph is out of order.
Well, there goes my plan. NOSOS.
This was 2 years ago, but the notice is still up.
How can it take 2 years to get something like that fixed?
If they couldn't afford it? Or couldn't get anyone to come fix it?
Well, this place really is off the map. Here be dragons. Or Draugens, I guess.
Nice reference.
The ferry route is no longer operating.
Rats!
Mrs. Fretland already informed me in her letter.
I know. Still warrants a resounding rats.
I wonder why it stopped running.
Look around. How many people live here? 20? 30? That can't be enough for a ferry route.
Things got quieter after the mine closed down.
They need to move on and find something else to put their village on the map. Tobacco farming, maybe.
So technically, from what I know, the Here There Be Dragons. I thought that was from the Dragonland series, and that was written a long time after 1920. guess it might be a reference to something older. I don't know, but
The ferry would have made the trip here much easier.
And you wouldn't have had to pay that farmer a fortune to rent his boat.
I had no choice.
We should keep his boat. If it comes back. Bring it with us to Hanover.
And do what with it exactly?
I don't know. Grow parsley in it? Use it in the pond? Forget it, stupid idea.
You must have been so isolated, with no easy way in or out.
Aren't there boats?
You saw how much work it was to cross the fjord. And if the weather is bad,
It can't be healthy. Being so isolated. Cooped up inside. Reading the collected works.
yeah, all right, I get
This
it.
village is basically you, Teddy.
I said all right. They had a memorial service for the accident in the mine
memorial service. That's
on
the
July
worst.
24th in the village church.
For something that happened 20 years ago?
It still affected their lives.
Okay, so let's have a look here. Seems like there's nothing here. Let's
There's no damage to the rope.
I don't know what that means.
Nobody cut it. I guess the knot could have unraveled on its own.
Didn't you say you used a sailor's knot?
I'm a scholar, not a fisherman.
So, who took our boat? A ghost?
mystery.
There must be a logical explanation. It's safe to say no ghost in the night stole our boat.
If you say so. But then who were you chasing after last night?
Not ghost, goat.
Shadow?
I don't know. It was probably all in my head. Betty would have taken plenty of constitutionals here. She loves the outdoors.
How so? She's a city girl.
I'm sure she gets tired of Manhattan. And when she was little, she loved playing in the garden back in Hanover, especially around the pond.
Are you alright?
I just miss her.
Now what? Let's see. Draw. See an artist. Kind of looked different in the mirror, didn't he? Maybe he didn't. Are you done yet? Seriously? Okay, guess. Can I press some buttons? Yeah, okay. Fair enough. I don't know what you drew, but... Oh, I can view my drawing maybe? Sure, that's nice. So... I guess we keep exploring. There's nothing here. Any monsters? There's a boat. Is it our boat? I don't think it's our boat.
Teddy! Hot dog! This is our ticket out of here!
Not without Betty.
Probably not.
Besides, there's a hole in this boat. It'll sink before it gets 10 yards from shore. It's curious.
The state of the boats. It's like they stopped taking care of them.
Seems short-sighted. How would they fish? Or get anywhere at all?
You'd have thought someone would have seen it.
There's a boat here.
Even if they were all hiding indoors. Maybe there was a spell
that our boat?
curse that made them all invisible.
Honestly, Liz,
Probably not.
Or maybe we are the invisible ones. No, but then
Another boat.
what's this?
Til minde om de, som mistede livet i gruppen.
remember, I told you yesterday. There was a mine here, but it closed down 20 years ago.
I know, Edward. I was just checking for a sense of humor. Still nowhere to be found.
Well,
It's a memorial. 3 men died when the mine collapsed in 1902. Georg Hartenstein, Niels Framberg, Arne Fretland.
See, this is why working a regular job. Did you say Fretland?
oh,
The younger brother who was mentioned in the article.
the twin who died, I think, right?
The newspaper said the accident forced the mine to shut down.
What does any of this have to do with us?
I still don't know why Elizabeth came here.
And you think it has something to do with this mine?
Or with what it did to the village. Maybe. He was just 19.
How long had he been working in the mine? That's too young for a dirty job like digging into rock.
We're in the real world, Lissy. Most teeners don't have the luxury to idle away their days with games and witty repartee.
Ouch.
Okay. What else do we have around here? Another boat. So rail tracks. Or
Where do
tracks.
these tracks lead?
To the mine. Where else would they go?
Ah, I see.
A castle up in the mountains where the frost giants live? And this is how they receive their monthly offering of meat from the villagers. Goat.
Probably not.
What did they use this for?
Bringing the ore down from the mine before it was loaded onto boats.
So, diamonds? Gold? Or just boring old silver?
Iron ore.
Or what?
Rock, which contains iron
I know.
deposits that...
Okay, Edward. I don't understand why they just leave this here. Like an altar to adversity. It's creepy.
Rustic superstition. Perhaps they believed they'd attract bad luck if they moved it.
Well, guess we go to the mine or something. Wonder where would that goat went. What does this say?
No trespassing for traitors.
Yeah.
Want to jump the gate and explore what's on the other side?
Yeah. Trespassing.
The sign says no trespassing for a reason.
Come on! There may be trolls, or at least more houses. Where's your sense of adventure, old sport? Don't you want to see where these tracks go?
I don't want to find trolls.
Fine, and no. I've had enough adventure on this side of the fence. Besides, they wrote no trespassing for a reason.
You're such a terrible bore, Teddy Bear. I'll wager 1,000 clams you'll jump this gate at some point, if you believe Betty's on the other side.
Definitely.
Frederick Fretland. Who are these traitors he refers to?
What now? We've looked everywhere.
There really doesn't seem to be anyone around.
Maybe we missed something. An important clue. How about the general store? We haven't been inside yet.
It looked deserted, but worth another look, I guess.
General store, was that the Fretland place? I think it was.
What if everyone turned into a pebble?
Pardon me? Oh wait, up here, right? I think that would be the general store, right? What is this bird doing?
Is that? Lizzie, come here.
It's a
Betty's
hat.
hat. She was here. She could still be in there. Betty? Betty!
Are you sure, Edward? I mean, it's just a hat. Is it even a hat? I'm not
I know
sure.
my sister's hat, Lizzie. I have to get inside.
What about the breaking and entering part?
I could care less what they call it.
Okay, so how do we get in? Can we just open? Yeah, that seems too easy. Could be able to open windows from the outside. Well, would be quite easy to be a thief. See, how do we get in here? Maybe this window on the other side. Or something. Can you use the watering can to smash the window? So there's just supposed to be one of these windows that are open, or... Yeah, there's...
Here's an open window.
You seem eager to break the law. I approve.
It won't budge.
Don't be a milquetoast.
Well, it's stuck.
Attaboy, Teddy. You can do this.
I've got to pull off the window.
I can't believe I'm actually breaking. Whoops, Daisy.
Oh my, Teddy. You're such a sap.
Get up, Teddy. Teddy, get up.
Dilettante, world traveler, cat burglar.
A cat burglar would, by definition,
Barnemorder?
be on a higher
Child
level.
murderer?
The state of this place.
Oh, Betty,
Edward,
I hope you weren't here when...
is this blood?
Not necessarily human blood.
Well, that's all right then. What does it say? Barn murder? Someone murdered a barn?
Yes, that's exactly what it says.
Barn means child. And mortar, that's...
Child murder. Edward, they murdered a child?
Someone thought so.
Probably the same someone who vandalized the store.
Damnation.
Hmm.
The hat's in here.
Calm down, old boy. Anyway, how's a hat going to help us?
Who knows what else is in here? There could be more clues.
All right. Okay. Everything's Jake. We made it into the store. I'm sure we'll find a way through that door.
I'm not sure how I feel about being in here.
Don't be ridiculous. We're all alone. What else do you suggest we do?
Ute adrift? Out of order?
Out of order.
Why hasn't it been fixed?
Perhaps there wasn't much demand for it anymore.
What's up with this map?
S-O-S.
Unsent mail.
These were never sent.
How long have they been piling up?
I received Mrs. Freplin's letter in June.
A couple of months. Perhaps the world forgot about Grovik. What are you doing?
Looking for keys.
Your life of crime continues.
The keys are all gone.
Some thieving thieves beat you to it. Rascals.
That I've put the key in, I guess, the register. Ash, you ask something? I don't know.
There's a note.
Is it written in Viking runes? What does it say?
It's from Simon. Yai put it means I put. Nurkle is key. Casa. I don't know what that word means.
He put the key in the casa?
Casa. Wish I had my dictionary. The note's addressed to his father.
So the key was moved. But where to?
Somewhere
The
safe
cash register, I think.
or more convenient.
Can we really trust your translations? You only started studying a month ago.
I spent the summer reading, and I had a lot of free time on the ocean voyage.
Come on, how much could you possibly pick up in a few months?
You know my mind, it's a sponge.
So they actually sailed from the US to Norway. It's insane.
These were never sent.
How long have they been piling up?
I received Mrs. Fretland's letter in June.
What did that
Couple
say?
months.
Oh,
Perhaps
whatever.
Leo forgot about Glovik.
Kind of feel like it should be in here. Doesn't look like I can do. Yeah, it says casa.
Casa.
So that's what it means. Cash register. You're a genuine gangster now, old fruit. Don't worry. If you get busted, I'll come visit you in the big house. Wasn't there supposed to be a key?
There's stamps. Okay, I guess that. Oh, what is this?
Why would Frederick keep a list of what he calls traitors?
What did they do to him?
Crossing in some way. Why else keep a list of undesirables?
So who's on there? It's Johan and Anna Fredland. What does that say? Ingrid, maybe? Ingeborg or something? And Nils Olsen. Birte und Knut. Something. Karin and Knut Andersen. Halvor Peter. Peter. Something. Johanna. Something. Bingo. Bingo Cola. Reference. Nice.
It's been cut. Why?
To remove someone from the picture.
That's just rude.
It's from the opening of the mine in 1897. That's Frederick, Johann's brother.
And the boy could be the younger brother who died.
Frederick clearly did not want anything to do with his twin brother.
So yeah, Bingo Cola. It's most likely a reference from Dreamfall. A lot of bingo. Okay, so now there's the hat, a lantern, a ladder, not much else. There's looks like a letter.
Teddy, I'm not sure
Betty was
that's...
here, and not long ago.
Okay, but if that is her hat, what's it doing in a locked storeroom?
Another breadcrumb.
That's not an answer.
I know for sure she was here. That's what matters.
You know best, Edward. So, what now? If this is a breadcrumb, where's the next one?
There must be a reason her hat's in this room.
Let's check out this letter.
What's that?
note.
I'm not blind. What does it say, you silly goose?
I have no idea.
It's hard to read. I'm not sure my translation will be. Johann, you... Nectar. Refuse. You refuse to speak to me, so I write this letter instead. It's from Frederick Fretland to his brother. Simon did not... Bloody hell. Simon did not murder your Ruth. He was fond of his cousin.
Ruth. Ruth is the daughter of Anna and Johann, which means the little girl in the photograph at the farmhouse. Oh, Edward. The Fretland girl was murdered. This is simply awful.
Simon was working at the farm while I tended to the store. I would have seen him had he passed on the way up to the cliffs.
They thought Simon killed Ruth. His own cousin.
Ruth was... what's that word? Playing. Ruth was always playing on the rocks below the church. She must have fallen by accident. The note ends there. Frederick never finished it. And Johann never read it. Not that it would have made a difference. Like if Johann thought...
The mob showed up for Simon. His father would have tried to protect him.
September 17th. You would have been here, Betty.
Rocks below the church. Isn't the church right above us? Edward, come look at this. That's the cliff. Right there. The one in the note? I bet you 1,000,000 clams.
Where?
See for yourself.
I guess that...
Like this place?
Let's check it out.
No, Lissy, wait.
Alright. Is she up in a tree again? No, she's just up on the mountain. How am I supposed to get up there?
Right below it.
What are you doing? This doesn't concern
A
us.
little girl died. We're staying in her home, for God's sake. Are you completely without heart? Get yourself up here, Edward Harden, right this minute. Come on, it's an easy climb.
This looks very dangerous.
Oh, you're a big boy. Start acting like it.
Whoops-a-daisy.
Good job. Good job, guy. What is this?
Where little Ruth died.
You're being morbid. And this is a distraction. I'm here for Betty, not because some girl got
Edward.
herself...
You insensitive brute. You're like the Tin Woodman, no heart. Please look at me when I'm talking to you.
You're talking all the time. I can't look at you all the time. Then I will never get anything done.
You know, you've grown cold and mean in that horrid study of yours. With only books and bugs to keep you company for years and years and years. There are other people in this world, you know. It's not all about you. You're going to do this. If not for Ruth, then for us. We're going to figure out what happened to the poor girl. Together.
Okay, okay. Let's have a look at the rock.
Is that blood?
The girl could have hit her head on that rock. There would have been plenty of blood.
It's awful.
She
I
could
think there's something behind it.
have hit many
Can you move the
things.
rock aside?
I can. Leave, Dwayne Johnson. Is that a doll or part of a doll? Part of a doll.
It must be Ruth's.
Where's the head?
Or maybe the killer also
There's that sign. Isn't it that?
Hold on. This pin. This is old. Very old. It looks like something from the Viking era.
We are in the land of Vikings.
This could be 1,000 years old. It does not belong on a child's doll.
Who cares? Ruth is dead and you're obsessing about a rusty old pin? Let's go further up. Maybe we'll find more clues. Come on, old sport. It's not far.
Can you wait just 1 minute so that I can catch my breath? Huh? Did you follow the same path, Betty? Or am I just stumbling through darkness?
Yeah, we'll see. You're not carrying a suitcase.
See clear beyond the edge of the world.
Oh, you're over here. Okay.
Right. It is awful.
Seems a little dangerous.
One
Oh,
second.
Teddy Bear. We need to take you out walking more often.
So, the girl fell from up here.
Was pushed, you mean?
There's a house up there.
Can you see where she fell?
Certainly high enough to kill a child.
If I had to go, this would be the way to do it. Soaring through the air like a bird.
And landing like a rock.
Yeah, you wouldn't really be able to notice it. It's
She
just a
fell
short
headfirst
fall.
into
So.
the rock, she'd have died instantly.
Edward, honestly.
You wanted to learn more. This is you learning more. She hit her head and fell into the bush where I found her doll. Happy now, Alice?
I'm not. What was she doing up here in the first place?
Playing? She was a child. Children play in dangerous places.
There must be more to it. Let's find out where this path leads.
No, absolutely not. I don't have time for this nonsense. We're running out of daylight, and Betty's still... You're still out there.
Where did she go? Is that a goat? I found the goat. Evil. Evil goat. You stole my boat.
Lissy, slow down. I can't keep up with you. Who knows what's up there? It's not worth the risk of falling and breaking something. Lissy?
Well, it's for Betty, right?
Teddy,
My word.
Ooh,
Look away, Lissy.
is this what
He
happened
did.
to the villagers? They killed themselves?
It's one body. Let's not jump to conclusions.
say-
Oh,
God forgive me.
this is just ghastly. What does that say?
God forgive me.
Don't suicides go to hell? Isn't that what your father said when
Stop.
your mother
Don't.
drowned herself? Sorry.
I guess technically he couldn't have been hanging there for that long.
Who was he? One of the Fretlanders?
It's not Johann or Frederick. And he's too old to be Simon.
Do you think this has something to do with Ruth? Maybe she came across the hanged man before she died, and it scared her. So she ran, and
This happened later.
there's some consolation in that, I guess. Maybe it's the killer. The guilt ate him up, and he offed himself.
That's just speculation with no basis in fact. There's nothing more to do here. I'm going back. Let the poor soul rest in peace.
Does it look like he's resting in peace?
Well, hanging in peace.
You're just going to leave him hanging? You're an insensitive brute.
I'm here for Betty.
What do you want me to do with him?
It's tragic, but really none of my concern.
Oh, Betty, always just Betty. You don't care about anyone else.
Scary
What
Nick.
if that was me up there? Would you care then? All you do
Ooh.
is obsess over a scarf and a hat and ugh.
It's all I have of Betty.
Betty, there she is again. Edward,
Just a second. Okay.
the hanged man. He's someone. Look at me when I'm talking to you.
He is someone. Yeah? What do you want?
Edward, the Hanged Man, he's someone. No matter what he did, look at me when I'm talking to you.
Okay, girl.
So, Edward, the Hanged Man, he's someone. No matter what he did or didn't do, he deserves respect. Would you please just do this one decent deed? If not for me, then for yourself. Or for your Betty.
What do you want me to do? You want me to cut him down?
What are you doing? You can't just pull him down by his legs. Try loosening the noose.
I can't reach that far.
Guess I have to pick up the chair. Now I'm gonna fall because the goat is gonna push me. Let's hope his head doesn't fall off.
I'm going to be sick. I can't do this.
Yes, you can. Teddy. Edward. I know you can. You've been through much worse.
Okay, back in the house, I guess.
Where are the Fretlins, Edward?
It's been 2 days. If they're not back tonight,
They're not coming back.
I agree.
they left after their daughter died.
Was murdered, you mean? Isn't that what we think happened?
Perhaps she fell by accident.
So you don't think it was murder?
It's difficult to say with any certainty. The boy could have pushed her.
You're really not helping.
Can we talk about this tomorrow? I'm sorry.
You're exhausted.
I buried a corpse today, Alice.
I know. I'm sorry. Why don't you sleep in the guest bedroom?
The couch is fine. The Fretlins could still come home.
Alright. Just don't come crying to me if you wake up with a crick in your neck. I'll be up for a while, if you feel like talking.
Alright. I don't. Well, I don't know.
I really thought I'd find Betty today.
Where are we at?
I told you not to get your hopes up, Edward. I mean, we just got here. It's a big place. She could be anywhere.
It's just the thought of her alone out there. In the dark.
She's a tough cookie. Your Betty. Tougher than you, Teddy Bear.
That she is.
What did you find?
Someone tried to burn this.
Just like the book. Isn't that odd?
It's addressed to Mrs. Fretland. My dearest Anna. It's from her sister, Margaret. Frederick's wife. The two brothers married sisters, remember?
Yes, and it's adorable. Keep reading.
I really shouldn't.
Really? How else are we going to figure out what happened? Keep reading.
My dearest Anna, I miss you so very, very much. The baby is due soon, and I wish for our family to reunite before... It's been 7 years since the dreadful incident at the mine. Can we not convince Frederick and Johann to forgive and forget? I know there are things Frederick has not told me about what they found and why they parted ways. Their grudge is tearing us all apart. Frederick won't even let me speak to half of our neighbors, accusing them of treason. He's so very angry and full of regrets. It's eating him up. And we...
And we what?
The rest is unreadable.
Margaret reached out to her sister, but I guess it didn't work.
This was written before Simon was born, but burned recently.
Oh, really? This is interesting. Oh, how beautiful. Oh, those her steps. Scared me there, girl. I guess we are going for a nap? What is this? I read that, yeah. Am I not going for a nap? I thought that was what I was supposed to do.
What are you doing?
Betty will want these back.
If I collect everything, she'll become real.
Now, please. I'm exhausted.
Quite the day, huh?
Are you real?
I'm ready to pass out. Where will you sleep?
I'll be up for a while. My mind's simply racing.
Don't stay up late. Wake me if you hear the Fretlands arriving.
Of course. And I'll keep my eyes open for any ghosts that might want to haunt you in your sleep.
There are no.
Hush now. Sleep.
Home Alone is the achievement I just unlocked, which you can't see. Day 3. Wonder how many days there are. Wonder how long the game actually is. How long have I been playing for? About 90 minutes. Okay, let's see. There's the goat. There's more goats. There's a lot of goats. Where did all the goats come from?
Where are you, Lissy?
I'm upstairs.
Finally, we're going upstairs.
Teddy? Is that you?
Yes. This is nice. Read. This morning I had lemon juice and hot water with no sugar instead of tea. I also had half an apple and dry toast. I've been gaining weight lately. I read about this diet in the paper. It's apparently very popular in London. But I'm dreadfully hungry and crave fried eggs and sausages. August 4th, 1923. We received an odd letter yesterday addressed to Johann. It's from an American gentleman, Mr. Edward Harden of Hanover, Massachusetts. The letter was well written and very polite. Mr. Harden received our information from the Ålesund police when he requested a contact in Grovik. I do wonder why they gave him Johann's name and not Frederick's. Perhaps because our dear Margaret is no longer with us, and I am better prepared to respond in English than Frederick. Mr. Harden inquired about his sister Elizabeth Harden, who's traveling on her own. Apparently she's a journalist. Imagine that. Crossing the Atlantic Ocean to write about Norway. Sounds wonderful. The letter said Elizabeth telegraphed her brother from Ålesund to inform him that she planned to visit Grovik. Why she wanted to come to this dreary old place, I have no idea. There is nothing here worth writing about anymore. His sister has not arrived yet. If she had, I would have tired her out with questions about America. Being a journalist and traveling the world on her own, She sounds so interesting. I hope she does come, even though she will surely be bored out of her mind. I'll write Mr. Horton today. Johan is not comfortable writing letters, especially in English. He agrees that we should invite Mr. Horton to stay here if he decides to come. After all, there are no guest houses in Grovik, and our spare room is rarely used. Also, I have to admit, having a visitor from America sounds terribly exciting. August 5th, 1923. This morning I had boiled eggs and buttered toast after Johan told me I was being silly and that I don't need to lose any weight. Seeing as we're not in London and no one cares. Alright. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. I wrote Mr. Harden to invite him to stay in our house if he decides to come. I'm terribly excited. I do worry for his sister. I wonder where she could be. August 9th. There was an argument in the shop earlier today. Frederick was yelling at poor Astrid, claiming their goats had been grazing on his land. I wanted to speak up, but I knew I'd only make him angrier. August 10th. Johan went across the fjord this morning to purchase some necessities, I think that's the word, including new fabrics, and pick up the post. The letter have been piling up in the store and sometimes worry the world has completely forgotten about us. August 17th. I finished another dress today. This one is for myself. There are no customers anymore. No one here needs another dress, and it's been ages since we visited the city. I hardly know anyone there, and who would want their dress made in Grovik when they can only have one tailored in Ålesund? I feel lonely today, and I miss my dear Margaret so much after all these years. August 20th. I think Ruth is hiding something from me. She has been awfully secretive. Secretive? She goes off on her own even more than usually, and her clothes are filthy. I don't mind her playing and exploring, of course. I always did regret Margaret and I not being allowed to run free when we were little. Ruth says she's just looking for flowers and pretty rocks. I shouldn't worry so much. August 21st. Simon stopped by today with a gift for Ruth. A whole bar of chocolate. He's a sweet boy, but Frederick would be furious if he knew. I asked Ruth if she played up by Frederick's farm or near the old mine. She promised she doesn't. I never had another reason to trust her. I never had any reason not to trust her, but I still feel she's hiding something from me. Turn page. That's the last page, I guess. I looked at her drawings while she was out. She's got such an imagination. September 5th. We received another letter from Mr. Harden. He'll be here in October as planned. I look forward to having someone else to speak with, if only for a few days. Not that Johan isn't good company, but we have little to converse about outside our daily routines. There's been no sign of Mr. Harden's sister yet. If she left Ålesund weeks ago, where could she be? She may well have decided to stop along the way. We heard nothing, but we so rarely speak with anyone outside Grovik these days. I do hope she's all right, and I would hate for Mr. Harding to come all this way to no avail. Ruth is still being secretive. I know she's hiding something. One of these days I will follow her. September 9th. No church service again today. The vicar hasn't been back since the memorial service in July. Johan believes he won't be back and that he has given up on Grovik like everyone else. I think I'm coming down with a cold. September 15th. Someone damaged our boat during the night. That's the third one this month. Johan suspects Frederick, of course. I fear something is bubbling onto the surface again after all these years. I'm not at all feeling well, and I spent most of the yesterday and today in bed. Ruth was sweet and brought me some potato soup and tea with honey and milk. September 18th. She has left us. Our dearest Ruth is gone. I cannot believe it was Simon's doing. He too is now gone, and with all with him, all Grovik had left in it. Okay, so September 18th must be the day that she died. Oh, okay. What do we have? I can play the piano. Draugen Waltz. Didn't mean to do that. Let's try again. Piano Man. Is the achievement I just unlocked? Okay, so that was a Draugen Waltz, I guess. Got a ship up here. Got an old record player. Okay. That's Ruth's room. Let's try and go in here. Oh, that's where she is.
This is her room.
Hmm?
Are you paying attention?
Yes.
Ruth. Can you imagine? One moment you're living a perfectly happy life, and then nothing. Darkness.
The Battle of the Mustache Men.
Maybe there's something here that can tell us what happened to her.
This is a waste of my time.
We might be the only ones left to tell her story, Edward.
You're just being melodramatic. I'll help you look.
See, this teddy bear, I kind of find it incredible sad. Like, Ruth is gone. If you have this teddy bear looking outside the window, like, oh, when is she coming back? Will she ever come back? Oh,
There's still no sign of the Frontlands.
Maybe they left town after Ruth died.
What's the point of this? I should be looking for Betty.
I hate you sometimes.
thank you. I hate you too. Let's have a look at this drawing.
Ruth was an artist.
This is very primitive.
Have you ever met
Full
a child,
buttons and
Edward?
the
She
curse.
was Monet. She was 8. Ruth never finished this.
Fair enough.
What does that spell? F-O-R-B.
For Banelson. The curse.
Who's that figure supposed to be? It's creepy.
A figment of her imagination. But the box she drew.
That's that box, right?
It looks like this box under her desk.
Really? Let me see. Pull it out.
Monster. Oh, wait, what?
What is this?
I believe this might qualify as actual treasure.
Is that Norwegian money?
Sort of, but ancient. Viking coins.
Are they valuable?
Not in terms of monetary value, but historically. They belong in a museum.
Looks like Ruth had her own private museum.
Why would a child have these artifacts?
She must have enjoyed collecting and playing with them.
These are much too precious to play with. She should have given these to an adult.
She was a child, Edward. To her, they were just shiny toys. Wait! The pin! On the doll.
This is where
Oh.
it came from. Her collection.
But where did she find these treasures?
A dig, a gravesite. Wherever she found them, she wanted to keep them hidden.
You think someone found out?
These items wouldn't necessarily be worth much, except to a historian or archaeologist.
What if this is how... I mean, if someone learned she'd been collecting treasures, They might be willing to do terrible things.
Interesting. What do we do now?
Anything out of the ordinary. Something that could explain what happened to Ruth.
This is real life, not a whodunit by Agatha Christie. There won't be a convenient series of clues leading to a tidy conclusion.
It says you.
This picture. I want that picture. A bear holding a pig.
She made her bed that morning. Before she...
Or her parents did. It doesn't matter. It tells us nothing.
Why are you like this today? Betty's not the only person in the world that matters.
She matters the most to me.
Ain't that the truth? This must be the village church. That's Ruth and her family on one side of the aisle. Simon and his father on the other.
Yes, technically we haven't been to the church yet. Let's, I guess, leave the room. I can't. I need to find something apparently.
Draugen.
Hey, the undead monster from those folk tales.
Draugen.
What an odd book for a child to have.
I don't know. Children love scary stories. This looks interesting. Read some of it to me, please.
Sure.
In Norwegian folklore, the appearance of Draugen, the reanimated corpse of a drowned mariner, heralds death. Draugen haunts the black seas in a shattered boat. The beast has a man's body and wears a sou'wester, but instead of a head, there is tangled seaweed, and the revenant's chilling cry freezes mortal blood to ice. Draugen has the power to enter the dreams of the living. If you wake from such a dream, you have been spared, though someone close to you... That's enough of that. It's nonsense, of course. Not something a child should be reading.
Do you think Draugen took our boat? Maybe he's out there, on the fjord.
I'll punch him in the
waiting
face.
for nightfall so he can return to shore.
No.
Your soul lacks poetry, Edward Charles Harden. I pity you.
So I guess this is definitely supposed to be Draugen. Can we leave now or nope? Still no.
This is a waste of time.
Edward, you horrid man.
Can I read more?
Sorry. Please stay. I can't stand the thought of Ruth tossed aside because you're too busy to care.
There's nothing here.
What about these drawings? They could be important.
I've not looked at. Oh, the Battle of the Mustaches. Okay, that's available
That
now.
must be Ruth and Simon's fathers.
Perhaps. They weren't on the best of terms.
They look like they want to kill each other.
To a child, maybe it looked worse than it was.
Children are more insightful than you give them credit for, Teddy Bear.
Okay, anything else? Let's have a look at this.
She found something.
Where's that supposed to be?
A cave. Or the...
Mine. Could be. But what did she find?
her Viking treasure. Of course.
That makes sense.
There's a story here. The treasure box, the drawings.
The overactive mind of an imaginative child.
She didn't imagine the Viking artifacts. You shouldn't be so dismissive. The drawings could be her way of dealing with traumatic
This
events.
is what happens when I read you the principles of psychology. You get notions.
You say that like it's a bad thing. Ruth was troubled. The village was troubled, and... Is that a bell?
Church bell. Someone's here. Maybe... Betty.
Why would Betty ring the church bell?
Perhaps she's in trouble. I need to get to the church right now.
Wait, isn't it more likely to be the person you saw the other night? We should be careful.
I told you, I'm not sure that was anything. Come on.
Go ahead. I'll catch up with you before you get there. I need a minute to think about all of this. Do you see anyone?
They must be inside the church.
Could have been all those goats I saw before. Not really sure where the church is though. Still haven't been there, but I guess that will have to wait. Maybe I can't even enter those places. Okay. It's the church on top of the mountain. Isn't this path different than it was last time I was out here? I think that's a church up there. Hey, goats. I swear if Liz is already up there, she's magical. It's another goat.
July 24th. Memorial service. Commemoration of the accident at the mine this past summer. No services after that.
All these fresh graves. Do you think...
Well, Ashley's behind me, okay.
No,
Betty...
I'd know.
What?
You wouldn't understand. Why board up a church?
To keep the ghosts from escaping?
Regardless of how they
God is not here.
There's someone in there.
Looks like something is moving in there. It just might just be a shadow.
Who did this?
Someone had lost their faith.
John Fisher?
God is not here.
Well, of course he isn't. You won't find God in a church. God is the wind in the trees, the grass between your toes, the brook that runs
That's
through.
nature, not God.
Can you peek through the boards? See anyone?
No,
Listen! The bell! They're still in there!
Yeah.
Hello? I heard the bell.
This is giving me
I'm here to help.
heebie-jeebies.
These boards look flimsy enough to break.
Look at that. The Ethel comes in Edward. I didn't think you had it in you, old fruit.
Be quiet. Betty? Are you here? Hello? This is Edward Harden. I'm looking for my sister, Elizabeth.
Stop shouting, Edward. We're alone. There are only What's this rope for?
The bell.
Yeah, nobody was touching the bell. What is that?
Look,
Gloves.
Betty's gloves. They are definitely Betty's.
Oh, for
She got
Pete's
these
sake.
in Boston before she left for New York. She bought them at Woolworth. I remember the day she... She's here.
Where? And why would she leave her clothes lying around? It doesn't make sense.
Breadcrumbs. She's sending me a message. She knew I'd recognize her gloves, her hat. She's left a trail for me to follow, like Ariadne's red thread.
We're not in a lab.
Betty would have left more crumbs.
Betty, you're turning into such a pill.
Anything else?
What happened here?
Sign on the door. God is not here. Their faith was challenged, and it didn't survive. The church book, a record of births and deaths.
So we can find out what happened to the people in the village?
Well, if it's written here.
Elizabeth. I mean, if she was dead,
Her name would be in the book.
Only one person is dead.
tore it to pieces.
I don't think the missing pages left the church. Look.
They considered this a secret place. For them to destroy it. This was an act of desperation.
How many pages are missing?
I counted 4.
They're probably all still here. I know. Let's make it a competition. 1-0 to Team Me. I wanted you to find that one.
Oh, good.
Rotten loser you are.
People. Yep, that's just people.
Final dinner.
The Last Supper. Who taught you about the New Testament?
I pick up on things. Most folks aren't heathens, like you. Jesus looks sad.
What reason would Jesus have to be happy?
Don't be blasphemous.
Given that this is all fiction, blasphemy is a contradiction.
Heretic. I've never seen you read the Bible before.
I've read the Bible many times. It's an important historical document. For he is our peace, who hath made both one, and hath broken down the middle wall of partition between us.
Did you just translate that into Old English?
I happen to know the verse by heart.
You still manage to surprise me sometimes.
Nice. Okay. Let's find the other pages, I guess.
Found another one.
Okay.
You get it. It's right here.
Where are you,
We
girl?
need to find all the pages.
What?
Are you doing?
What is she doing?
Thought you didn't believe in God.
I do.
What's that?
The last sermon that was held here.
What does it say?
The vicar's handwriting is hard to decipher, and the language. He talks about the village being divided for 20 years. This sermon was held on the anniversary of the accident this past summer. He's asking the congregation to help heal old wounds, to forgive, move on. Something to the effect of, you sit in separate aisles in God's house.
Like Ruth's drawing. I told you, she was perceptive.
Here's something else. Many of you believe Grovik was cursed 20 years ago. God has not cursed you. This curse is of your own making.
Ruth's drawing mentioned a curse. What do you think that means?
It means they believed they were cursed, and that they needed something or someone to blame for their misfortune. Tilly Verandre.
Edward?
Forgive each other. It addresses Johann and Frederick directly, but I wonder if they were even here.
Remember the wedding picture? They were close friends once. How could they allow their grudge to escalate until...
You call each other traitors, but the only thing you've betrayed are the bonds that unite us. It sounds like Grovik was split in two. between those who stood by Johann and those who supported Frederick.
Because of Ruth?
The sermon is from before that. No, this is all about the preceding 20 years of division and disagreements.
Okay. Did we get... Oh, there's one here.
You found another one? Don't forget about this page.
What page are you referring to? This is the last one, right?
2 for 2. A tie. Good job, Teddy. Old
Stop,
bean.
Lissy. This is not a game. Betty's out there.
Of horse feathers. Stop being so gosh darn tedious, Edward. Bitty, bitty, bitty. Will you ever shut up about your precious Betty?
Nope.
Put those pages back in the book, and I'll stop trying to cheer you up.
Okay, so this is all the
This
people who
book
died.
goes back years.
And it says how they died,
It
I
lists
guess.
births and deaths. Here's the 3rd Fretland brother, the one who died in a cave-in. Someone added the word for Banelson, probably quite recently.
What does that mean again?
Curse. That word is all over this book. Not just the men who died in the mine, but other deaths in the last 20 years.
Ruth's drawing and the sermon both mentioned a curse. What do you think it means?
I don't know. There were surprisingly few births.
Perhaps they blame that on the curse as well.
Holy!
Look here. Ruth Elsa Fretland. She was buried in the cemetery. And the next entry, Simon Fretland. Now, this is interesting.
Simon is dead? Oh, that's dreadful.
He drowned the day after Ruth died. Probably no coincidence.
Guess that is the
Scribbled
dates.
next to it,
Mord?
murder.
Who killed him? Ruth's father? Or the mob that trashed the store?
It doesn't say. After the children, a half-dozen deaths in a single week.
The curse.
It's listed as the cause for every single death.
Maybe there really was a curse.
Primitive superstition. But something changed after Ruth and Simon. It might explain why there's no one around.
Edward, if it killed everyone, how's that not a curse? What does that word say? Next to those names at the bottom.
Traitor.
What does that say? Druknet. That would be drowned. There's quite a few of them that are drowned. One fallen. That's Ruth. So Ruth is fallen. Simon drowned. The next one drowned. Then a lot of what is... I don't know what that word is. Tearing? Not sure what that is. Gone on the sea. Turned. And another one drowned. So those like September, it goes into October. I think we're supposed to be in October now. That the diary we was reading from was from September, so it's definitely quite recent, I believe.
Edward? What's wrong?
Final entry. There's no name.
Ukjent,
Tell us.
I think.
What if
Oh,
Unknown.
Edward, no.
Betty?
It doesn't mean she's...
She's not dead. She can't be. I know.
Teddy.
I need to see the grave for myself. It's not Betty. Betty's still alive.
Teddy? Where are you going? Don't leave me!
What?
Edward!
You better not be here, Betty. I'll never forgive you.
So that would...
Where is it?
There's none of these graves I can interact with by the looks of it. Oh, here we go.
This one. It's unmarked.
What are you doing? Have you gone completely mad? Edward, stop it!
Thank God. It's not her. It's not Betty. It's not her.
Oh, Edward. What have you done?
It's not Elizabeth. I was so afraid.
You're a monster.
But I had to be sure. If Betty...
To hell with your Betty! When did she ever shed a tear for you?
Don't talk about my baby sister like
Or
that.
what? Or what, Edward? What will you do? Ignore us? Banish us? You've spent your entire life chasing her. When are you going to do something useful with what's left of it?
Quiet! Just leave me be.
Fine.
What?
Alice? Come back.
What?
Don't leave me alone. Please. Come back. I need you.
She wasn't real, or what? I don't know. Another thing I don't know if there's autosaves in this. But I'm gonna end this stream here, I think. I think it's been a good few hours. Considering if I should stream something else after a break, but I definitely need a break, so I am gonna end this stream here at least. Hopefully this game saves, so thank you everybody who watched it, and I'll see you in another stream. Feel free to follow whatever, and I'll be back with the stream maybe tomorrow, maybe later in the week with this game. So it's pretty interesting, and definitely a cliffhanger to end it on. I don't know, kind of feel like it's not that long, but yeah, it's definitely interesting to see where it develops from here. So yeah, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you in another stream or video. Bye.